Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you the one and only DIMAGA. He is in the red trunks, and he is playing Zerg to the south of this particular map versus his opponent, the one and only Stephano. He is in the pink trunks, and he's also playing Zerg to the north.
And managed people, managed Zerg players.
Lot of love going on between these two.
A lot of love. They appreciate that a Zerg will be in the finals.
They're pretty happy about that, yeah, absolutely.
And they are spawning in these positions here, which is kind of long all the way around here. They have a long distance to travel. There's no early aggression yet from either of these players. Stephano always goes up to 10 pool and then goes the overload afterwards. This can be a sign of, you know, like an 11 spawning pool here. So we've seen him do that before against Sen, actually, which actually knocked Sen out on Tal'Dorei Altar. So we'll have to see that, and we'll have to see is he not extractor tricking. So
that is interesting. That is really interesting. He's going to bust out the 11 pool again. We never know, do we? He's really looking like he's actually not going to do that. It could, of course, be the 12 pool, the infamous 12 pool.
It is going to be 11 pool, though, so he comes down. And the 11 supply puts that down. And let's have a look at DIMAGA. DIMAGA's been pretty much opening up hatchery first every single game now. So what's he at now? He's at 14 supply. Will he send up on 200? There's a 200 supply marker. No, he decides to go spawning first. So
smart.
I mean, the thing is that Stephano's build is not designed to immediately kill. He's not like saving up lava, going 6 lings or whatever at this point of the game. What he's going to enable him to do is get speed a lot earlier. He's also going to get the Baneling Nest and be able to put a lot of aggression very, very early on here to DIMAGA. And DIMAGA following that up with an extractor not so far away. So he's going to have gas, which is going to help out so much. And he's not going to go for a fast expand, which is playing nice and safe in this final game.
Yeah, I think he probably noticed what happened to Sen, and he most likely believes that an aggressive build is coming. And the thing is, he can't confirm because of the positions right here. It takes a long time for an Overlord to get over there. He's not sure what his opponent's doing, so he's playing as safe as possible.
And there's the 2 linked, and the Queen has been made. He's saving up, ready to go and get that speed, and then immediately go into the Baneling Nest. And with the next Lava Inject, as the first Lava Inject from Stephano goes in, there'll be a lot of Zerglings spawning from that additional lava.
That there will, there's no real doubt about that. And the question is, can DIMAGA handle the pressure? I think he probably can.
And DIMAGA sees already 2 links coming from the top left. He sees there is no natural expansion, already knows Stephano is on 1 base. And because of getting that early spawning pool, he obviously has that lava injector a lot faster than DIMAGA does right now. DIMAGA already building a spine crawler in anticipation for them. 6 links are on the ramp.
Really smart, and DIMAGA will of course deny this particular push almost immediately. The question is, what does Stephano do after that? He goes immediately for a Baneling Nest, and DIMAGA will of course have to follow up with his own Baneling Nest or go for Roaches, and one way or the other this is going to end up being an interesting and brutal matchup.
Yeah, I mean, DIMAGA sees all the links coming out. He knows exactly what's going on. He has a second Queen in production too. He's going to put the first one on the ramp. He can lava inject with the next one and then bring that one to the ramp as well. The spine crawler is in good position as well. And this is going to be hard for Stephano. He's got 10 lings in production. He's still mining a lot of gas. He's going to be able to make a lot of Banelings now. And it's all going to be about these 2 queens. If he can Baneling bust these 2 queens and then get in, leaving a couple of Banelings behind that to kill these lings, he could be looking quite good. But it's going to be very hard to deal with this.
It's tricky one way or the other. Will DIMAGA wall off? It looks like he will, using 2 queens, which of course makes him, I wouldn't say Baneling proof, but it's going to absorb a lot of damage. Stephano with a huge morphin. 6 Banelings, 5 minutes into the game. That is massive.
These queens aren't actually walling off, I don't think. No, they are, okay. No, they're not.
No, they're not. There is a hole in the wall, and Stephano does find it. The question is, will he be able to do the damage? I don't think so. And that is interesting. I have to wonder if DIMAGA is doing that on purpose.
I don't think the queens can actually wall off on this ramp. There's a small gap to the right
side of that
queen now. So
I think you're
this is going to make it a little bit easier for Stephano, but at the same time, there are Banelings now for DIMAGA out, and he's looking in a comfortable position right now. And we see Stephano adding a few more drones into his composition, realizing that he can't bust this as easy as he did against Sen.
No, he cannot. He does have a reasonable economic advantage. There's the number of the drones. There's quick detonation right there, and Stephano will no doubt, well, he could head for home, or he could try and bust the ramp, but it seems like a very expensive thing to do, and as far as I'm concerned, that's not a very good idea. Will DIMAGA be able to split right there? Of course, and great micromanagement there from DIMAGA.
The 2 Banelings chasing each other. Going to be a long race, I think.
I think so.
Oh, he's so good with his control, not going to lose anything. He could go and counter-attack a little bit. There is a spine crawler to help out, though. Meanwhile, DIMAGA's adding drones in the background. He's got Banelings in a defensive position as well.
Oh, yes, and if we have a look at the unit count right now, Stephano sitting on now 9 Zerglings, plenty more coming on the field. 6 Banelings right here for DIMAGA. It's not showing any signs of attacking with them just yet. Wants to keep them nice and defensive. And Roach Warren now started for Stephano, and an Evolution Chamber for DIMAGA.
Yeah, an Evolution Chamber for DIMAGA and a second gas as well. So this is really interesting. I want to see how DIMAGA's going to play this out. He clearly sees now that Stephano is expanding. So, and look at that, DIMAGA's going for a very fast layer here. So he's going to be going for a timing attack with +1 and with speed upgrade for the roaches and so on to basically bust this expansion right now. And as we can see in the production tab, we do have the Roach one for Stephano. He may build a few defensive roaches now, but at the same time he's going to be adding on a lot of drones behind this.
Yeah, Stephano in a fairly solid position at this point in time, and this game really could go either way at this point. DIMAGA with a slight advantage in terms of drone count, but this hatchery has already halfway completed, so there is a big economic advantage here, but only if Stephano can actually hold it. Baneling's moving across the map with a small Zergling escort, looking to try and do damage to this ramp. However, Stephano should be able to wall this off, no problem. He sees what's coming. He can block that up with roaches and a queen. He is not concerned.
So here are the 4 roaches made by DIMAGA. Leia is about to finish. He'll go immediately into speed, followed by immediate +1 missile attacks. And this is going to be pretty hard for Stephano to hold. I think, oh, she's going to go to Burrow as well.
Intriguing.
So this is going to be really interesting because he's going to be able to micro these roaches really well. As soon as they go down in health, he can Burrow. The Stephano's roaches will target fire naturally a different roach, and he unpops and continues his assault. And really nice use of the queen by DIMAGA here. But the thing is, this overload from Stephano saw there was no expansion. So Stephano is tiptoeing right now with his drone production. He's playing very, very safe. He hasn't actually added on hardly any drones after that hatchery has gone up, and is building soul units. He's actually pushing down now against DIMAGA, and this could be a big mistake from Stephano. Not understanding, he might be thinking this could be a fast Spire build, so he's going to go and pressure while he can. But the problem is he needs to identify what is going on, because if I was going to say if he stays there and realizes that this is actually a roach speed build, these roaches are dead.
Yeah, pretty much. What ends up happening is that once you start to lose the fight, there's no way you can possibly retreat. It just can't be done. And I'd also like to point out just how smart this really is from DIMAGA, considering that Stephano is very, very late on the lair, which means he has no detection right now of any description. So if a burrow were to go down, there's no way that it could actually hurt it. DIMAGA rolling across the map right now, and this is well-timed, extremely well-timed. It's just burrow, it's not tunneling claws, but still burrow is really, really great. You can get regen, of course, completely stop your opponent from doing any real damage to you. Now looking to redeploy that spine crawler. Stephano spreading out into a defensive position as DIMAGA goes in, and needless to say, Burrow actually doesn't show any kind of visual upgrade whatsoever, so Stephano is going to get a bit of a surprise. Now DIMAGA looking to smash his way through right here. There's the bust. He takes out 2 spine crawlers with 4 banelings. A very good engagement. In the meantime, banelings detonated. Oh, Burrow doesn't matter when you cover it in acid, and there's still 4 remaining there, but that was really nice from Stephano.
Stephano is playing so safe, and he's absolutely smashed DIMAGA's build out of this world. And there's 18 lings in production as well. DIMAGA just does not have the forces. Stephano read this perfectly, and despite having this control, the spine crawler does see bored roaches, and it's going to be cleaned up very, very easily right now.
Yep, Overseer in just the right position to make that happen, and DIMAGA didn't realize. GG, ladies and gentlemen. Stephano right back in it with some of the most amazing ZVZ games